Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome back. We have a unicorn. I just got this unicorn today. It's pretty cool. It's level 2. I leveled it up. Good morning, everyone. It has been a little bit. We have made some crazy progress. Crazy progress. Lim, hello. Good morning. Early stream today? Yeah, I couldn't sleep. So I've actually been up for like 7 hours or so. And yeah, we're just gonna roll. We're just gonna keep going. I did sleep earlier, but I didn't sleep that much, and then I tried to get back to sleep, and it just isn't happening. So yeah, we'll just kind of roll with it, and start the stream. It's only a couple hours early, so not a big deal. We'll probably be live around the normal time as well anyway, so it's all good. Archon, hello, good morning. So when we left off last time I streamed, I was in the market for some kabuas. I am no longer in the market for kabuas because I purchased kabuas. So, since the last stream, okay, I have purchased kabuas. I have purchased a Tri-Fallen God armor. I got Vicious Shadows Lightstone set instead of All Out Attack because I'm at the AP cap where I'm grinding now. I bought this unicorn. What else did I do? I got 2 map pieces. Unfortunately, they're both the Iron Fist Warder. And I got a compass piece, which is the Aukman piece. I have done kind of a lot of progress. We've been bouncing around Dekia spots. I've just been trying a bunch of Dekia spots. And I'm kind of like locked in on grinding for the map. I've done probably 40 hours of map grind. I'm trying to do Dekia despite it being a lot worse because I still need money. Also, we got our main hand to pen because I made and tagged a Dosa because I wanted to try Succession. And I have since untagged and deleted the Dosa because, it just wasn't it, Sometimes it'd be like that. But we're going to get locked in on some grinding here. Hopefully get some map pieces. It's been a long time since I got some map pieces. So hopefully we get some map pieces. I got 2 hours on that sort of stuff. We're good there. Whoa, what happened to my... Hello? I'm supposed to have a bar here that has pets on it. Okay, there it is. I don't know why that got hidden, but okay. Fair enough. Ooh, you know what I need to get actually is... I need to get some tent buffs. I have tried a bunch of Dekia spots. Just get tent. I'm sure I'll go through them. Spent a lot of time at Dekia Pila. That was kind of terrible. Spent a lot of time at Dekia Sulfur. I don't really care for this either. I tried Dekia Turos earlier today. That was kind of weird. I tried Dekia Thornwood a bit. Early for me, still at work. Yeah, we're a couple hours early. Have a great grind. I appreciate it. Hoping we get some map pieces. Fingers crossed. Well, let's just get to it, man. Let's just get to it. Nothing to it but to do it. Get a level 2 on. May as well burn the rest of my Agris. I have 28k Pila Coup paint. I'm going to need another one of those at some point. Maybe I'll just grab one really quick. All right, let's roll. I'm pretty tanky now with that tri armor and removing all out attack and getting Kabuas. I actually feel pretty tanky. It's kind of nice. The Dekia Sulfur mechanic though, kind of an L, gotta be honest. Don't really care for it. Not crazy about the mechanic. Also, you kill so few, like 2 cars and Devourers, that it's so slow. It's so slow to actually get the map. But I've done a ton of hours of regular on the Musa, and I'm just not getting it, man. We're getting super giga unlucky. I don't get how Dekia works. Like how to activate Dekia or the mechanics of the spot. I could probably walk you through both if you're curious. I'm pretty new to Dekia as well. Like before last week, I had never done anything Dekia before, but I've tried out a bunch of spots now. The good money there at Sulfur. I'm at DSR right now, liking how much more than 10 grand. It's not good money, no. um, I get less than 1 Debo per hour on average. And when I do not get a Debo, it's barely a billion silver. So it's not very good. Pilaku is identical money. It's identically bad. The Pilaku mechanic like doesn't even exist though if you have enough DR. Like the sulfur mechanic you actually have to do. The Pilaku mechanic you can completely ignore. So it's at least a little bit more chill. But both are really bad money. Also, I tried Dekia Histria and I absolutely love Dekia Histria, but I only have 3 storage maids, so I literally cannot grind there. I love it. I love it there. More how I refile and how the basics. Okay, so if you've literally never done Dekia at all, there's a quest line in your Black Spirit that will give you a Dekia Lantern, which is this little purple thing right here. You basically just like talk to a lady in Odalita. She'll give you a lantern. And you go to the Dekia locations and you can use the Dekia lantern at those locations. So those locations, if you look at this little tower thing on top of it, there's a glowy little purple thing up here. That signifies you can activate Dekia. You can also look on your map and it will show you. I would love to open the map and show you, but the sulfur mechanic is so dog water that I actually can't. To actually like pay attention kind of. But if you go to like the map zones and you click on it and you go to the Dekia version, you can hover over the fixed lantern spot and it'll show you the map locations of them. And it's like that with every spot. Or you could probably just look up a guide on where to go. And each spot will have a different mechanic. Is it free to use or do I need items to use it? You will have to recharge it. When you do the quest line first, it will give you 6 hours for free. So if you look on the left-hand side of my screen, there's that little UI element, this yellow UI element over here. That is how much fuel I have in my lantern. And so that's number of minutes. I have 296 minutes out of 300 minutes left. And you will have to recharge it. You do that by simple alchemying try yellow accessories with the like magical lightstone crystals. If you go to garmoth.com, there's actually a lantern fuel efficiency guide, and it'll tell you what the cheapest method is. And it's pretty cheap to recharge. I think it literally costs 15 million silver an hour. So it's pretty cheap. But it gives you, I think, when you do the quest for the lantern, it gives you a lantern that's full, so 5 hours, and then it also gives you some of the fuel as well. So you'll be set for a while. Really, really cheap to refuel as well. Hello, Owl. Good morning. And so the sulfur mechanic is there's water right here, these little water spots. When you stand on them, it gives you a buff. And so now we wait for the sulfur. There will be a little pot that spawns. We'll see if we can find it when it spawns, and I'll show you that. And when you kill that, it'll spawn the yellow circles, which are the, oh, there it is. Yellow circle spawns. That yellow circle will damage you very aggressively if you stand in it. But you just kind of want to stack the yellow circle on the water. And when you do, that will activate a boss spawn, which is a red circle. We should see that here soon. Okay, red circle, boss is spawning. And what we'll find is that here in a second, a large version of either the Tukar or the Devourer will spawn. So it's a Tukar. He's like a giant Tukar. And when you kill this boss, he will spawn a bunch of the little Tukars. And you just do that over and over and over and over and over again. Good morning, Al. Hope you're doing well, man. We're a little bit early, but hopefully that's okay. Okay. Now that he's dead, he spawns all of the little guys. And then it just repeats. This purple circle will eventually have an explosion in it that will probably kill you, but so you stay out of that. And then you're good. Starts over again. Just got to wait for the text on your screen. Here soon, TM. There it is. So it says earthquakes beneath you. And there's the explosion of the purple. And now that's no longer a problem. We wait for water again. And then we wait for sulfur again. And we do it again. So that's kind of fun. I want to try the spot now. It's not too bad. I would say that, like, after as many hours as I've done it, it's just kind of annoying. And the thing that annoys me about it isn't even the mechanic. It's just like the fact that it feels like the damage for doing the mechanic incorrectly is like flat, i.e., getting more DR doesn't seem to reduce the amount of damage you take. And so if you look away from your screen and you're standing in the wrong place, you just die. And it's kind of unfortunate. I've died a handful of times just because I look at my other monitor or something and I'm standing in a yellow circle and it just ticks so fast and it does so much damage. And I've gained literally 100 DR since I started doing this spot. And I feel like I take exactly the same amount of damage. To watch. I'm standing in yellow. Look how fast it ticks you. Like I almost died right there in 4 seconds. And when I first started doing this spot, I had 530 DR. And now I have 634. And I feel like I take just as much damage as before. But it'll literally kill you in 4 seconds. It's so crazy. Whereas Pilaku, which has identical requirements, the mechanic is completely negated by DR. Like I can stand in the mechanic at Pilaku and it won't even hurt me. So I think it might just be flat damage at Sulfur, which is crazy. I think flat damage would be fine if it wasn't so aggressive. You know, like if it took 10 seconds to kill you, then fair enough. You know, you have time to get out, but it just kills you so fast. cheer for something earlier? No, I must not have. The good news though is like if you run a harmony, as long as you have mobs to hit, you're fine. It's just when you run out of mobs, oof. Oof. The spot is okay though. I don't mind it. I definitely prefer Pila Ku because I could just go full like brain dead, ooga booga, don't even have to look at my screen. But I have one of the frickin' Pila pieces and I have none of the sulfur pieces despite my many hours. Use a new coupon code. Is it the red horse one? Or is there a newer one still? Interesting stream time? Yeah, this is the I couldn't sleep stream time. Classic. Red horse one? Yeah, we got that one. We're all set. Where's Devil Savior? Devil Savior is tagged still. Right here, where'd she go? Odraxia. So here's the thing about Savior. There is a combo which will automatically use your BSR and automatically put you into demon mode and is the same combo in demon mode as it is in not demon mode, but that combo is absolute dog water. And then there's the combo that might actually kill something and it doesn't automatically use your BSR and it doesn't automatically put you in demon mode, and the demon mode combo is completely different. Oh, by the way, also for your skill cooldown slots, most of the demon mode skills are just modifications of your regular skills, so you can't use them to like set up a combo in the skill cooldown like I usually do. So I have to put in skills that aren't real and just label it as the combo. But then I don't know that I've done the skill because it doesn't put the thing on cooldown. So I just have to guess that I've done the skill. And the AoE is kind of dog water in like regular mode. The AoE in demon form is wonderful. That's kind of dog water in regular mode. Code got me 357 AP. Jeez, man. Do you have Jordine requirements then? If you're 357. Frick, we're dying. Sounds very not fun. They really just need to make it a freaking awakening class, man. That's what they need to do. It'd be such a good class if it was just awakening. It'd be so sick. Demon form all the time. Also, demon form is pretty bad damage. Like it needs buffs hard, but it's cool. I think it's so cool. It just kind of like doesn't work very well at the moment. Hey, Debo. Look at the money. We're in the money. That is literally a 50% increase in my money per hour to get one Debo. One Debo is a little more than half the money you would make in the hour without the Debo. It's crazy, man. It's so crazy. Watch an hour lore video about Recluse yesterday night. Still don't really understand her ending. Sounds like you gotta find a 2-hour video. So we gotta brainstorm, boys. I want melee class with okay AoEs that isn't yellow. And the not yellow is like a personal thing because every freaking melee class is yellow, and I just don't want two yellow classes. If we're gonna play Guardian, I don't want my other class to also be yellow. You suggest Awakening Guardian? Do I just tag another Guardian? There's actually some strategy behind that because then you could do like the travel separately, and you could just be parked up in like annoying places to get to, like Histria, for example, and have the other one do like whatever. You know what I'm saying? DK suck. Awake DK. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, so to continue my dosa thing, we had like talked about making a dosa because I was interested in dosa. I did make a dosa. I leveled up my main hand to pen. It was base. I leveled it all the way to pen so that I could try dosa. And I leveled up the dosa. I got a combo down. I brought it out here. We started messing around with it. And the only thing I don't like about dosa is that it does not at all feel like a melee class. Dosa just feels like a magic class or like a caster, and it just doesn't feel like a melee class at all. But the AoEs are really nice. The damage was okay, I guess. Like, not crazy, but it was okay. But it just felt so very like Awakening Wizard. You know what I mean? And I don't really understand Suck Dosa because his entire like kit revolves around the smoke buff, except you don't need the smoke buff at all because every skill that you use on him is 100% crit rate. And so as long as you're already at the AP cap, the smoke buff is completely irrelevant. Like the entire basis of his kit is completely irrelevant. It's so weird. Waking is kind of not melee. Yeah, I've played Succession a bit before, and it's definitely a potential. It's definitely a potential. I'm really trying to think about it. I was thinking Awakening Sork for a little bit there too, but like that's just like more buttons than I want to push, I think, to be kind of mediocre. I have a Savior tagged right now. Been messing around with that, but like man, I really just don't like the pre-awakening very much. What about Hash? Hash has yellow skills, man. The yellow skills bother. Like, if the yellow skills didn't bother me, I'd say like Awakening Kuno, because Awakening Kuno is actually pretty sick. I just get tired of yellow skills. I don't know. It's like Awakening DK. It's been a number of years since I tried DK. I think gosh, Elvia Serendia first came out last time I tried DK. There's way too much buttons to perform. Yeah, and like you hit all those buttons, and then it kind of is just mid at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Awakening Maywa is such dog water. Maywa is like the worst class in the game. Kind of unfortunate. I would just feel bad playing that. DK could be an option for sure. I'll think about that. Or if I could just get over my freaking anti-yellow yada yada, then Kuno is the way to go probably. I do have a Kuno as well. I've tried it a little bit. Suck Corsair? You remember like 2 years ago when I first started the Iron Man? we were uh we were at Mansham's trying to get the mana pot, and the randomizer wheel chose Corsair. So I had to play a freaking Corsair, and I had a miserable time. So funny, man. It's probably better now, and like I actually have gear now. If not the Seraph, why not Awakening Warrior? Awakening Warrior is just really bad. Um, really, really bad at grinding right now. Like it's probably bottom 5 or bottom 10. Sec Nova is actually good. I never even consider Nova's like not even a class that I think about existing. It's kind of interesting. Just change the colors of your monitor so it's no longer yellow. I just need to get over it, you know? But like when you're looking for a change of pace, one of the most impactful changes of pace is literally just the color of your skills. You know? Sometimes I get tired of grinding on Guardian and I want to grind on something else. Go for DK. Maybe I'll make a trial DK. That's kind of what I've been doing lately too, is I've just been making trials of stuff to kind of get a feel for it before because I have to like delete a character every time I want to try a new class because I just don't have the character slots. Even fits your color theme. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And like if what's an Awakening DK with like full Adania armor look like? Because I think Adania armor is one of the coolest additions to the game. Like aesthetically. Not necessarily like progression wise, but aesthetically. So cool. I saw an Awakening Warrior in Adania armor with the purple dye on the Sovereign weapon, and it literally made me want to roll Warrior. Just for the look. But then I was like, well, Warrior's kind of ass. So like no, it was crazy fast. No yellow BS. Yeah. A lot of buttons though on Awakening. I'm 31 now, guys. Like kind of an old man, you know? Bit of a boomer. 5, 6 years ago, I played Suck Ninja, and today I play Awakening Guardian. You know what I mean? Don't know if it's fully melee or not. It just needs to feel like a melee class, if that makes sense. I don't know if that like comes across. Um, but I need my class to feel like a melee class, or I will never grind on it. I got a friggin' Bassi belt from a Faru. What the heck? I'm also not uninterested in PvP, so a class that's like PvPS could be cool. They should just add a generic pack-to-pack spot with 0 loot to the trial server so you can probably test out a class. Yeah, they should add like a tower spot and a pack-to-pack spot that literally just doesn't drop any loot at all. Yeah, it's definitely hard to get a feel for a class in the server or in the BA as a trial. 100% agree. Skip my 40 stream streak message. I'll now be skipping next stream. You have 40. How do you have a 40 stream streak? My Dosa is currently farming. Farming as in standing in 10 plots of theoretically topsoil and picking up some seeds, or farming as in murdering creatures in the wild. Oh, I gotta go activate this water. Secnova's easy grinding, good for PvP. On the other spectrum of yellow, what does that mean? Blue? I'm not good with colors. I have an NA education. Okay. If it ain't RGB, I don't know what you're talking about. Blue. Oh, I see. Okay. Hmm. I also, by the way, have never gotten paint from Dekia Sulfur. And you're supposed to get one every 3.5 hours. And I've 1,000,000% done far more than 3.5 hours here, and I've never gotten paint from Sulfur. It's freaking messed up, man. I don't know what kind of scam game this is, but I can't get paint. I can't get a freaking map piece. I can't get nothing. Sucknova's blue. I think I tried to play Sucknova when it first came out. And man, I don't know. And like what got me interested in it is there's an anime. I'm such a weeb. There's an anime called like I didn't want to get hurt, so I maxed out my defense. And the main character in that just has a big shield. Pretty cool. You get paint from Deku spots? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That was my goal. My goal literally was to bounce between Pilaku and Sulfur as I got paint. The only issue with that is that I'm only getting Pilaku paint and I'm not ever getting freaking Sulfur paint at all. So what I do is I come to Sulfur to burn my Pilaku paint, and then I go back to Pilaku to get more paint because I can't freaking get paint from Sulfur. It's messed up. How much AP is Dekia Spot? They're all a little bit different, but Dekia Sulfur, Dekia Pilaku, Dekia Thornwood, Dekia Turos are all 1130. Oh, and Dekia Histria and Dekia Akhman are 1130 as well. And I gotta say, Dekia Histria is easily my favorite. I love that spot. I like it's making me think about buying more maids so that I can grind there, even if I have to use a level 1 loot scroll and no Agris ever. I kind of want to buy enough maids that I can grind there because I friggin' love that spot. I did do an hour there, but I had to like juggle maids pretty hard because I only have 3. And what a freaking awesome spot. I love when you kill the big Elton and it just fills your screen with Eltons. And your FPS goes from 240 to about 45 because there's so many freaking Eltons on your screen. It's so good. I love that feeling because like the boss, if you mess up the last hit, kind of scary. But the scariest thing about it is like, holy crap, I'm getting hit by 60 Eltons right now. Hopefully I don't fall down and die. It's so cool. Also, in my 1 hour of Deca Histria, I did get 3 earrings. So I'm sure that's not influencing anything at all, but pretty cool. Living in Decia Thornwood and got nothing. Well, there's no paint for Decia Thornwood because Decia Thornwood doesn't drop anything, right? If that's what you mean. You can only get the paint of the spot that the paint would come from. So like sulfur will drop sulfur, Pilaku drop Pilaku paint, so on. I have 50 or so Decia Peel hours with 0 map pieces and also 220k paint used. I don't know if it's unlucky or not. Yeah, I don't know, because I have 2 Iron Fist Warder pieces, and one of them came from paint, and the other one came from Dekia Pilaku. But I've done probably 10 hours of Dekia Pilaku and probably like 20 hours of regular hard targeting deportees, and I'm just getting shafted like super hard. It's awful. How many maids do you need for Dekia history to be comfortable? Kind of a lot, man. I would say, oh, there's an ad actually. I'll wait for that to be over. Freaking ads, man. Ugh. Three seconds of ads. Okay, ads are over. As for number of maids, you'll need to be comfortable. Basically, 1,000 trash loot is one maid. So if you do 40k trash loot, then and you only want to like move them once, you'll need 40 maids. But if you're willing to every 20 minutes move your trash loot, then you can get away with way less. I, with a level 1 loot scroll and no Agris, got away with 3 maids. But I had to be like giga on top of my maid respawns. So it's sort of up to you. Like if you just look at the Garmoth average and you think that you can hit the average, let's say the average is 30k, you can get away with 15 maids and only move your stuff twice. Once kind of in the middle when you start to get full, and then once at the end. Like, and it's just not that serious. I would say 20 you'll probably be pretty comfortable with. But if you run level 2 and Agris, that's where it gets kind of sketchy. Got 20 all free. Over how long though, you know? That's really the issue, is it takes so long to get the free maids. Such a long time. We're getting kind of close to the offhand though, boys. I won't have enough Caphras to make stones to actually enhance the thing, but I mean we'll get it. Soon, TM. Started around 3 years ago, yeah. It takes a long time. Our old Reddit post, I basically calculated how many maids they gave away for free every year. I think the average was 4 maids a year. Yeah, could be. Could be. How many Caphras? A little over 900. I have 19,073, so 927 to go. 926 to go. Scholar release? That was 3 years ago? What the heck? Sick and geared? We're getting there, man. We are getting there. I need one more armor piece to try, and then I'm just going to focus on accessories in my offhand. And that'll get us Jordine requirements. What a horrible song. I vetoed the song. I literally can't hear it. Something something Kool-Aid. Me having fun also with Guardian. The only one that is bad, no goonable costume. You think Guardian doesn't have any goonable costumes? Let me take off my cape for you. You don't think Guardian doesn't have goonable costumes? Look at this. What are you talking about? Doesn't have any goonable costumes. What are you actually talking about? 16 hours, gotten 1,066 Caphras, 2649 dust. That is crazy. I unfortunately do not have the gear for Dokebi, but if I did. Master Beat student. You know what I saw today that I was like, man, that makes me want to buy that? Is there's an outfit for Seraph that is actually like the OG Nova outfit. I don't remember what it's called, but maybe we'll look into it here in a minute. There's that Seraph outfit that was like the Nova outfit, and it's like gold with like pointy armor plates or whatever. And I was like, man, demon form Nova, come out of demon form and have this freaking outfit. That's so cool. Demon form Seraph. The devil costume. Yeah, there you go. What outfit is it? I don't remember the name, man. I'll have to look. Let's go look. Are they gonna, let me just turn off. Another cool thing, this is what I love about deck, yeah. You want to take a, well, let me kill this pack of 2 cards first, actually. Let me swing on this pack of 2 cards first, since we just spawned them, and then I'll show you my second favorite thing about deck, yeah. You wanna take a break from grinding, you turn your lantern off, everything just immediately unsummons. This outfit that I'm talking about is, what's it called? What's it called? Where is it? Where is it? This one here, Blood Countess. You come out of demon form and this is your outfit. That's so sick. It looks better when you have the, let me switch. Let me switch so you can see the sword. Demon form Seraph, bro. The weapon was breathing. It's so cool, right? It's like Venom. I love the aesthetic of Seraph demon form. I love it. But I'm gonna have to make my own combo if I'm gonna play the class. Okay. Look at that. Look how freaking sick that is. That's so cool. I'm not crazy about the helmet, I gotta be honest. Look how freaking cool that is. That's so cool. It made me want to buy the freaking outfit, man. You come out of demon form and you're in that. The issue is the combo, man. I don't know. Maybe if I threw a BSR skill in there, I bet you I'd like it more. I don't know. Because then it would auto-activate BSR. That's one of the things I dislike about Guardian, is that you don't auto-activate BSR because the BSR skill is kind of dog water. But if I threw in like Shift E, kind of in here somewhere, I bet you'd be better. That's the one issue Guardian has. I would say Guardian has 2 issues for me. One being the BSR, and the second one being that the like side hop has such a long cooldown. If they made it like a 4-second iframe, but let you use it off cooldown, it would be like ideal. It would be literally ideal. Oh, let me dump my weight. I spent so much money, man. So we spent 18 bill. No, I guess it was 16 bill on Kabuas. Pretty much the day, like last Monday, basically, that same day. And then I got my tri armor a couple of days later. And then that was, I think, yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday. And then I bought this unicorn. That was 10 bill for that unicorn. But now I have one of every T9 except the Pegasus, which is the T10. And so I need a male unicorn and a male Doom, and then I'll be ready to go for my full T10s. Looking forward to that. I should start doing the Fern Root weekly. Use for pack to pack, but something Guardians isn't very good at in general. Yeah. An alternative in RMB, A, or D, but it puts you back in main hand instead of Awakening, which is tedious. The problem with that is then you have to do the side hop to get back into Awakening. I guess you could C-swap, but that's going to be really slow. So it's like the solution to not having the side hop is to do something that then requires the side hop. It's so weird. Another Spectre, wow. A nun's dress, I don't care about anything else. Memento Mori. In EU, male horses just don't show up on the market, T9. They sell like super fast here. You literally have to turn on the notification and then go sit at the stable in order to get them. Because they like insta sell. NA doesn't have anything listed except Pegasus, but they pop up sometimes. And you literally have to freaking be on it. You have to be there when it hits the market. So you get that notification and you have between 10 and 15 minutes before it actually shows up on the market. So you got to be at the market ready to click buy. That your F movement skill cancel. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. Get back in. Okay, first. Mm-hmm. You know, what'd be sick is a deportee piece. Can we get a deportee piece? Regretting that I put my die on my suck weapon. Wait, you had a die? Which color is the die? Red or purple? You can get another one, man. It's all good. Kind of wish WRMB put you into Awakening as well. Yeah, it kind of is limited on like swaps, man. I don't know. Purple? Oh, that's expensive. Very cool. But those are like 50 bill right now, right? Jeez. Maybe not on EU, but on NA, I think they're 50 bill. Jeez. How's that not spawning a boss? Hello? Can I has boss, please? Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh. I used my WRMB and it didn't go through the mobs. It just freaking stood there. It just freaking stood there. And of course, my freaking side dash was on cooldown. That's one thing I'll say about Dosa is literally everything is a dash, so you don't have that problem. You just don't have that problem at all. There go your buffs, just the one. I got her back. We're all good. Didn't lose any crystals though, so we're all good. So I've also died in Dokevi one-shot mechanic. Yeah, you just run out of movement, man. And like every other class I've played just has unlimited like get out movement, you know? You just press V at Dokevi, yeah, I suppose. Flashback, I dashed for back tech and I got stuck. Yeah. Unfortunate. Maybe we should try Savior here. I basically on Savior I just went and did the weeklies at Turo's because I kind of want to get the Orzek outfit. With that said, I did do some damage testing of Crypt this morning, and I feel super tanky and I do good damage, so we could just grind Crypt. Another demo. Boys, we have doubled our money for the hour. Just like that. This is a 2 bill hour, just like that. I can't get a freaking map piece or paint to save my life, but I sometimes get debos. And I do like getting the debos. Can you get, by the way, maybe this is a dumb question, but can you get debos at like Pride and Duo? Is Crypt a good spot? Crypt is okay. It's like on the level money-wise as like Dekia Sulfur, Dekia Pilaku. But it's really good for the Orzek outfit. It's like really, really good for it. Can, but you need RNG. Okay. As long as it's possible, I'm going to keep hoping. Gotten a pry? Yeah, it must go up to duo then. If you can get them enhanced, it definitely goes up to duo. Maybe I'll take the Savior to Crypt. Thoughts? You don't really need big AoEs there because they kind of pack tight. Can confirm Seraph busted. I don't like the combo, man. Also, I'm unwilling to do angel form. I'm doing demon form, and I don't care. It's way, way worse. But it's cool. It's cooler. Busted 10 times on her. Is that why she's busted? It's just you. No fish won't drop. I haven't gotten that many of them either, but I haven't really been fishing. So I've been grinding. I think I made 12 bill today. And it's 6 in the morning for me. So do you want the event quest? Yeah, I got that knocked out on the first night, I think. Shaisu Nub been here for 2 hours. Oh, it took me like 10 hours. So happy you didn't need the 50 mil event fish for the event. As I'm now at 63 of the 30 mil fish and 88 of the 10 without any 50 mil. Brother, I think I had 10 of the 10 mil, 6 of the like 30 mil, and 3 of the 50 mil. Why you no Gib? Gib map piece game. Give map piece, please. I don't want to just have 2 order pieces. It's awful. It's the first time in my BDO career that I've ever had duplicates. Oh, you know. Okay, we're good. 10/26/95. FK fishing for life. I make such bad money fishing. Like, I make worse money now with like 1800 mastery than I did with 600 mastery. It's a scam. Streak's too juicy. My lobster's too buttery. Oh, steak is too juicy. Lobster's too buttery. I only make like 180 mil a night, dude. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's so bad. And before that, I was making like 600 mil a night with no mastery, basically. I've never had lobster. It doesn't seem good. I don't really want to eat a creature that technically can live forever. Like I'm good, man. Only had it once. It was all right. It's far too expensive to be all right. Gotta be honest. Cheeky devourer. Not really a fan of crustaceans. I don't really like anything that comes from the ocean or rivers or lakes or fish farms. I'd eat it every day till I start to puke and die. What the heck? That's too much, man. I like fish as long as it isn't sushi. Can't stand the texture. I just don't like fish. As a child, I used to not like chicken. I think I was in the same boat, but not because of chicken specifically. It's the like I can't eat chicken on the bone. It has to be boneless, skinless, or I can't do it. It's because like the veins and tendons and stuff, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nothing worse than biting into a chicken and like pulling out a freaking vein with you. Gross. Mm-hmm. Traveler's map. So we got 5 minutes on the hour, but only 3 minutes on the harmony. So we might die. We might die. The things I never grew into are beans and Brussels sprouts. Most of the things I just like as a child I don't hate anymore. Brussels sprouts. You ever had them like seasoned and crispy? They're okay. I probably wouldn't like choose to eat them though. Give me some broccoli instead. Ah, yes. The thing humans created. Broccoli. Should we just enhance Charizards, man, instead of buying Pendebos? Surely not, right? Surely not. That's a lot of money to save up. Though, like, realistically, if you include the Labresca, I have spent more than the cost of a Pendebo on, like, armors and my horse and my Kabuas in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So it's really not that bad. Neck and belt, enhancing the rest. That's a pretty good strategy, I think. The neck is like giga cheap, so it makes a lot of sense to buy that one. And my plan was to do the same, buy the neck and the belt, and then kind of like cheese the other four slots, because that'll give me Jordine requirements. I think I could do it with Tri-Charazods in the other slots. And then from there, continue to just buy Pendebos. But I don't know, man. That's a lot of like grinding. I guess like it'd be more grinding if I enhanced them, but what are you gonna do? Gonna get it badly afterwards at 100, 150 clicks, whatnot. How many you need? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awful, man. And I guess like if I'm gonna painstakingly enhance stuff, I may as well just do that with the sovereigns. Because that stuff, sovereigns are already awful. So may as well spend my money on that. I think average on deck sovereign is 1,000,000,000 silver, right? From Nav to deck. It's like 1,000,000,000,000 silver on average. It's like so crazy. Jeez, man. Sounds like you only need 10 clicks for each accessory. I mean, someone only needs 10 clicks for each accessory, but I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal. Gotta hit the 50-50 10 times in a row. You know how astronomically low that is, even if the odds are actually 50-50? You know how low the odds are to flip heads 10 times in a row? We have 20 seconds. I do not have Harmony on right now, so I'm not recovering HP very well. Is that happening as you guessed it? 50-50? It definitely is not. It definitely is not 50-50. It's like 1 in a quadrillion. Super low. Alright, we'll finish this pack and then we'll call it. There's our hour. You better not come over here, little sulfur pool. 27.5K. Pretty good. Pretty good. 3 Spectre's Energies, 2 Deboricus. Not bad. Let's go sell this, list those. That's a couple bill this hour. Not bad. No map piece, no paint, as usual. Classic. Just cope and push it through until we have enough to buy pens. Yeah, basically. The problem is I keep spending money on stuff because there's stuff I want to get. So I need to spend probably another 20 bill on horses. And then whatever it costs to like get the mythical sensors. And I think that might be about it by now. I still need my frickin' Vel's Heart. I gotta get the Exalted and Blessed shards for the Vel's Heart. Just a lot of stuff, you know? I think it's 1 in 1,024. Those are like modern shiny odds. Already saved up 80 bill. It's around 40, 45% of cost. Hey, man, you're getting there. Every little bit helps. You have the supplies I have left over. Got enough for 14 more sensors. I'd love that. I don't even know how to make the things, so I just know I need Royal Fern roots, which I've not even started on. I should probably start on those. All right, boys, I need to run to the restroom, so give me just a minute here. I'll be right back. We are back. Hello. $100 royal fern roots each. Don't you need like vanadium or platinum or something? It's the other thing that I don't know what is. Vibranium. 15 clicks help pity on my last T10 and Cardalo is mine. You got this, man. You got this. Easy game. Okay. Also, I have gained 560 actual magical shards, and I'm up to 308 sealeds. So we're doing pretty dang good on those. Sorry, we're up to 358 sealed, as it turns out. So we're doing pretty dang good on those. Pretty dang good. Most expensive part is the Old Moon sensor. Gotta figure out which of the 3 recipes is cheapest on NA. Yeah, that's the confusing one, because it's like vanadium core. 85 reach total per week, not even 1 click. I better get on that then, if it's only 85. Old Moon sensor. Platinum, copper, tin, opal. This one has lightstone crystals. Platinum, copper, tin, opal. Well, that's expensive. You need 100 of them? That's 160 mil just in these freaking things. Hello? Hello? I'd like to have a rethink. How many can you order? 1,000? Oh yeah, you can order way more than 1,000. What if the magical lightstone crystals used to be the cheapest on EU? I don't know if that's still true. Man, we're looking at like 200 mil a pop probably. I guess it doesn't really matter how much it costs. We are reigning in money. Money is so easy to make now in BDO. It's crazy. Especially the one where you use a tri blue accessory. Oh, for the Melody of Stars or whatever. Gotcha. I'll have to look into it. Basically, I'll probably just wait until I'm ready to start clicking for them. But I guess I need to set somebody up to do the weekly, or at least start the weekly, which I think is over here at Horsetail Ranch, right? Decide not to sleep and just grind instead of sleep. I'd agree that money is easy. Well, sometimes it'd be like that, you know? Sometimes I don't decide not to sleep. It just happens. But I did sleep. I woke up at 9 p.m. So got off work at 2 yesterday or 3. Got home, went to bed. The day before that, though, on Saturday, I got home at like 2:30, went straight to bed, woke up at 10, grinded for an hour, and then went back to bed. Woke up at 5 a.m. So have all the ores, but it's a nightmare to polish them into pure ones. Oh, you don't just buy the pures? I'm pretty lazy. I would just buy the peers, I think. I need more freaking character slots, man. Because we have this guy who's doing like ocean energy. This is our newer character. This is our Galmarth character. This is currently our farming character / hunter. Seasonal. Lomal character. This one's just hanging in value. I guess I could turn her over there. This is my fishing and life skill character. This is my, if I get a freaking map piece, I can go see which one it is character. And then this is the tag. I guess we can run the ranger over to at least claim the quest. But then I need another character to catch horses on. I guess I have to catch horses on this guy since he's at the farm. Can but want to save a little. I'm greedy. The time that it takes you to process all that stuff is saving you, let's say, 100 mil, but costing you billions of silver in grind time. Super dumb that they don't just reset loyalty character slot every month. Yep. Yep. Why do I not have a hood in here? Why does it remove my hood? Weird. I was polishing, you could play Night Rain. I guess. We need 700. No. 851. We're getting there. We're getting there. We need 150 Caphras somehow. We'll be doing the level 1 all bosses no weapons challenge. As soon as I morph physically into a different human being. Should we open gamble boxes? Maybe these will have money. Give me money. Wow. Skilled blacksmith. Oh, that's the level 2 one, is it? 400 crons. 2 dim origins. 60 memes. Okay, what are these stupid things? Why do I have to carry this garbage around with me? Why we do this? I'll take 120 memes, though. I'm cool with that. I gotta yeet something here. Show us your compass piece. Right there. It's an Achman. I did 56 minutes in Achman. Maybe you should yeet the expired compass out of storage. Oh, there is one yet. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, got the old Achman piece right next to both of my Iron Fist order pieces. Freaking game. Freaking game. I'll have to get more Deku fuel soon. Can I level up my Unicron? Nope. I sure can't. Okay. So I only level my T11 to max, but I'm now fishing because the stupid free rod they gave us. Does the T11 get all the skills for free? I assume so, right? They're not that greedy, right? It does? Okay. Because I'm not gonna mount train my T9s, which means they're gonna be scuffed. But the T10s I think I will because they're permanent. Except for two-seater, they remove that one? Yeah. Yep. Okay, we need to edit UI so I figure out which one of these is which. Okay, that's 8. I think I'll make 9. We'll just add a skill. We'll just add whatever that skill is that does the thing. This one here. Shift E. We'll just make this one 9. How about that? So now I've added to my combo to automatically engage dark form whenever it's available. What's she doing with her legs? She puts her legs down when you're not moving sideways, but she's like levitating. Hello? Lady. Lady, that's not how horses work. That, also do something the horses can't do? You mean they can't slide back and forth without actually moving their legs? And put fire on the ground when they do it? Can you let me take my buddy onto the water before I log out so he has to swim back? They can't cha-cha real smooth, no? What even is the point then? If they can't cha-cha real smooth, what even is the point? I'm kind of like, should we try Crypt on Seraph? I need more of those, actually. Maybe we should buy some more. In case I die. It's also 1180. Does she have like a AP buff or something? No, it's 1130, right? 1130, yeah, we're good. Okay. This is probably a bad idea, right? Because I don't actually know the combo. But we're just going to walk into Crypt Arresting Thoughts. The place where the thoughts be resting. And just swing on them like I know what I'm doing or something. Gotta pretend to be productive for a second. Fair enough. Classic. Let's see, what's our gamma damage? 1106. So with the, yeah, we'll be 1136 with the harmony. Dark mode time, we'll see. I have no idea what I'm doing on the class, and I'm going somewhere dangerous, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Is this a bad idea? This is a bad idea, right? It's whatever. Let's use level 1. We'll kind of figure this out. Oh, there's a bear there. I didn't realize there was a bear there. Okay. Skill chain is almost permanent SA on foreguard. I don't know anything about, like, that assumes that I'm able to even do the skill chain. I'm still just looking at my skills and not my character at all. But I freaking love the look of it. And I messed up the combo already. Okay, we'll leave that guy. Grab this pack, pull him over here. I already messed up the combo again. Oh man, demon form again already. Kind of cool. I don't know if I should be targeting the dark mages that are doing some weird stuff or not. I keep messing up my combo as well. R&B and press space after ting sound. I don't have audio, but I am pressing space for the combo. It's in the combo for that. But I'm not just gonna hold R&B. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're out of the thing. Okay. Whoops, messed that up again. And it'd be great if I actually knew what the frick I was doing. Whoops, I jumped. That's embarrassing. Demon form. I love the... I guess we're done with crypt. Like, I don't know, man. I guess we're done with crypt. I can't get a map piece to save my freaking life, but you give me a nurturing piece in my first 2 seconds. I hate this game. What the heck, man? I literally have spent 40 hours not getting a map piece, and you just give me a freaking nurturing piece in 2 seconds. How dare. Maybe that's just Seraph luck, you know what I mean? Because I've only grinded on Guardian for the map. Maybe we got to go for the map on Seraph. Report. Oh man, it actually was 5 minutes. It quite literally was 5 minutes because I still have 10 minutes left on my harmony. That's so funny. I wasn't even going for it. I kind of just want the like lungs, you know? Because I want the outfit. Yes, I like this combo a lot better now that I've added the thing to the end because it just auto activates demon form. Which is like probably less efficient because you don't want to activate demon form when you're ready for it and not necessarily like when you're not ready for it, but like I don't care. I just want demon form always active. What do you spin this time? Nurturing piece. Not a lung like I wanted, but a nurturing piece. Classic cichlid spoon. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can't get spooned on things I want to get spooned on, but we get spooned on some weird stuff, you know? Classic, yeah. I didn't want spoonage. I just want average. I can't even get that. Apparently, you just got to tag a savior real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a leaf. I keep messing up my combo. I don't think I've done my combo successfully yet. Hey, I did my combo successfully. How do you like move in demon form? Feels like I have a tiny little dash that takes me 6 inches, and then I'm walking. That doesn't seem very demon form-esque. WASD. Thank you. See my tiny little dash, and then I just hoof it the rest? Extreme Screw kind of reminded me of Guardian and Demon Form. Yeah, it doesn't really, like, the Demon Form is sick. Feels really good, but I don't like that it's temporary, man. It's the only downside. Uh, yes. It's also probably has about as many skills as Guardian that you need to use in Demon Form. So, like, the right side is my Demon Form combo, and the left side is the normal combo. Oh yeah, left click is the AP buff, right? So we left click, then Q. Oh, we're on it. Feel like the rest of the class. Fair enough. I kind of don't mind this part. Like, I wouldn't choose this if this was the whole thing. I think that's why I don't care for Angel Form. But if this is the price I gotta pay for Demon Form, then I guess, man. I don't know. Yeah, buddy. It does pretty tragic damage, but like it's cool. And the AoE is massive, which I like. Maybe that's why they made it do so bad damage off the start. Because the AoE is huge. Okay. Well, messed up already. I think that's tripping me up, man, having to switch between two different combos. It's making it harder to learn. Because they're completely different. You know what song would fit Demon Form? The only thing they fear is you. From Doom. Never played Doom. I think I watched someone play the new Doom. I'm sure it's not the same though. I mean, Demon Form is up pretty often, to be fair. Like, it's pretty often, you know? Love Doom's music, don't really care for the games. Hmm. I guess if you just like the shooters, you know, you just like mowing down a lot of stuff. And that's pretty much what it is, right? It's like BDO squishy mobs, but with a gun. Oh, I almost died. I'm losing it. I'm losing the script, man. I panicked a little bit. That's because my harmony fell off, and my harmony fell off because I'm so freaking busy trying to do the combo that I can't think about anything else except for looking at the combo on my screen. Prefer story games when it comes to single player? That's fair. Have I got a game for you on the horizon, bud? It's called Crimson Desert. Apparently, it's a story game from a developer that has yet to successfully make a story in a game. Where's this? Oh, hello. To Caphras. There is also like a stun lock basically when you switch back to the normal form. I wonder if you're iframe during that. Probably not, right? They gotta work on that, to be honest. It just feels kind of bad. Sir. Another leaf already. Oh my gosh, demon form again. I like get 2 packs in, and I'm like thinking I'm figuring out the combo, and then it's demon form, and now the combo's different. I hate Twitch sometimes. Oh man, did they not tell you? Did they not tell you what was happening? You missed a big drop, man. You missed a big drop. But that's okay. I can catch you up. Everything's all good. Also, I've made kind of like a stupid amount of progress since the last stream, so I got to catch you up on that anyway. So it's all good. Got the notification. What I miss? In our first 5 minutes of Crypt, I got... Pardon me, I'm still like, I have no freaking idea what I'm doing, and I don't know what this guy is or why he's doing that attack. Oh, I got some paint. Oh, it's a Bernal? What the heck is that? I don't even know what this guy is. I don't even seen this guy before. He's kind of messing me up, dude. Why am I not recovering HP as well now? What the heck is happening? Where'd he go? Rasnal. You, sir, are kind of scary for somebody that has no freaking idea what their combo is. Ugh. Where are you? I'd love to target you, but I can't take my eyes off my combo without losing track of what it is. Ugh. Oh my gosh, we got him. We got him. Okay. Okay, let's go to safety and I'll catch you up. Okay, so literally our first 5 minutes of crypt, I got this this fancy little rich merchant ring piece. So we don't really need this paint, but I'll claim it anyway, because why not? Why not claim the paint? 3 black leaves. That's kind of interesting. 0 red leaves. Whatever. So that's one of the things. You could be a gnome now. What the heck? Pretty cool there. I think we're basically done with crypt already, unless I really want to get the outfit. Things that you missed in the last week that everyone missed is I tagged a dosa for succession like the plan was. I tried it out. I liked everything about it except that it felt very much like a caster and not anything at all like a melee class. So I untagged it. But to tag it and try it out, I figured, well, I better get my main hand to pen. So I got my main hand to pen to try out Dosa that I ended up not liking. I then made so much freaking money that I bought a tri armor. Okay. I also bought a unicorn today. So I just need to buy 2 more horses and I'll have everything I need to go for full tier 10s. What else did I get? I got my Kabuas on Monday last week. Like right after stream, I got my Kabuas basically. I have Vicious Shadows in these now because I don't actually need the AP anymore. Because we're grinding spots I'm AP capped at. What else? What else? I got the Achman Compass piece in 56 minutes at Achman. Purchase or drop Kabuas, I bought them. And then I also got 2 Iron Fist Warder map pieces. And I have since grinded about 40 hours and not gotten another freaking map piece, man. It's been awful. And then I freaking walk into Crypt and get the merge ring piece. That's so annoying. I'll take it, I guess, but that's kind of annoying. And I think that's basically it. No Vels have filled yet. And I'm just kind of rich. Oh, I guess I also did get an Arctic Fox off the market, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I don't have like the limited pet in order to upgrade it. So that's tough. Paint with Rich Merchering. Rich Merchering grind? Dolan's grind? Much later in my BDO career. But eventually, yeah. Nutty carried, sick carried. Wow, it's something new. I'm actually unlucky on the map already. 4 Rich Merchering pieces left, right? Yeah, technically. I mean, there's only one that's like really hard. and that's the Olin's piece. And you kind of, the Olin's piece is a little bit like the Elton piece, which is if you don't have it, you don't have nothing. So I don't really feel any closer to the Merchant Ring, but F map when you get Rich Merchant Ring. I want all the treasures. I plan to go for the telescope as well and the compass. The Rich Merchant Ring is like 7 parts. No, it's only 5. It is only 5. One of them is Crypt. One of them is Ash Forest. One of them is Olin's. One of them is Sakria. And the other one is right here at Paddock's Island. And those are your 5. And the hardest one by far is Olin's. And it's not close. But the easiest one I think is Crypt, and the second easiest one I think is Ash Forest. You missed part of my message before, but Barony got a new big update and also a new DLC with 5 new classes. One of them being a gnome and another being a gremlin. Oh, that's where the you can be a gnome part coming. I was so like drowning in what the heck do I do on this class that I couldn't read chat at all. I was trying, but it was not working. That's my bad, boys. If I missed something, feel free to repost it. I think we're gonna chill for a while. That was pretty sweaty. That was like gig of sweat. I gotta take some time in like a more chill environment to actually learn the combo. So I don't have to look at the screen so much. But I'm like deadlocked into following the combo because it freaking switches so often that I can't get this one down before I end up starting on this one. It's crazy. Is there even any point in activating my? Because like I don't bother activating my Aukman paint because I already have it. I guess I just won't activate the Crypt paint either, since I have that now too. But man, I'd love a map piece. I'll tell you that. I'd love a map piece. The reason I bought the unicorn, here's a little bit of lore for you guys. The reason I bought the unicorn is I had a Pilaku hour because it's way the frick out there. I had a camel. Took my camel all the way down there, got set up, started grinding Pilaku. And the first time I had to go to my camel, which I parked really far away, I put stuff on it. I came back to the spot, and some freaking Dekia mob wandered over and killed my camel. And I was like, great, because that means I can't grind for the hour. So I just gave up. I went back to Valencia. I got my camel again. I brought it all the way back. I did a full hour of Dekia Pilaku, and my traveler's map was on cooldown. And I was like, I have to go back. I don't remember what I had to go back to Valencia for. It was something though. I was like, I have to go back. Traveler's map's on cooldown. I'm overweight. I jumped on the camel, started running my way out of Pilaku, got stuck on a stupid little fucking post thing, and got my freaking camel died to the mobs. And I was 300% weight. And I have 3 freaking storage maids. And I was in the middle of nowhere with no map, 3 storage maids, and 300% weight. And so what I did was this move right here, you can use when you're heavy. So I was just doing this, and I got halfway to Valencia doing this. And it took me like half an hour. And I was like, I'm not freaking doing this anymore. So I started my Seraph, and just like every 20 minutes when my maids were on cooldown, I would just pull trash off of the Guardian and go sell it over and over and over and over again until I got underweight, and then I just walked back to Valencia. And I was like, I'm not freaking doing that again, so I bought this unicorn. That's why I bought the unicorn. And I haven't been back to Pila since then. Because I think 40,000 paint. We're down to 19,000 now. But I do have a Marnie stone for Pilo that we're almost done with. So that's something. Worst outcome. It was so bad, dude. Like, it was so frustrating. And that was just earlier today. So I started keeping my eye on the market for a freaking unicorn, and I got a level 1 unicorn, min price. I took it. Okay, looks pretty cool. Fully overhauled how magic works. Magic's now split into 3 classes, which each has their own specialty. All types of workstations now spawn in the dungeons. Cooking, brewing. Instruments have been added with a bard class. Books now have songs in them. You can learn to debuff or buff your allies and enemies. They're really going ham on that game. They're really going ham. Okay, we need now 817 Caphras. I've made nearly 200 Caphras this stream, and I don't even know what we've done. An hour of Pila, or an hour of Sulfur, and like mess around. Still think the T10 Unicorn is the best looking horse in BDO. I kind of like the T9, to be honest. I think that's pretty cool. So many crons? I only have 34,000. I had 45,000 before I made my main hand pin. I was like the T9, but the T10 is even better. I'll have to get one and see. We have bosses spawning again here at some point. 3 hours for Nuver. Perfect. Oh, that's the other thing I got. There's a Bloodstorm Nuver last night, and I got a horn. Finally. So I just need the wing and a bunch of these bloodlit eyes of the desert, and we'll have Nuvericant. Really cool. Had 90k before I pitied my Tet and Pen Awakening. 10 Pen Offhand. Oof. My Awakening went in 4 clicks to Pen, and my main hand was 8. So, not too bad. Not too bad. How much money do I have? 4 billion. Oof. We are broke. We are very broke. Yeah, Raw Dog Tiltet. I did that with my main hand as well, but the cost of pen was just so freaking expensive. 24 clicks on main hand to pen? Jeez, man. Unlucky. We should make more Dekia fuel. Any ogres? You do have some ogres. We'll just get 4 ogres. Dekia fuel. Dekia fuel. Is it heating? Gamma stream, sick gonna rush Octsav. I'm good on that. I am good on that, brother. We'll get there eventually, but I have tons of stuff I need first. To get lucky on the deck Charizard necklace. That's nice, I guess. That's something. That's like really the expensive one. Till you get super high on your stuffs. Got my first 50 mil fish. Pog. Pog. $69 30 mil fish, 94 10 mil fish. Taking advantage of the fishing event. I have been fishing. I make such a pathetic amount of money fishing. It's like embarrassing. I do have 31 of the 10 mil fish, 8 of the 30 mil fish, and 3 of the 50 mil fish. But mostly I haven't been sleeping that much, so I've just been grinding. That's really what's been happening. Filthy 50 mil fish spooner. Somebody's got to be a spooner. Let's do Pilaku, shall we? Do I have a compass on me? I do. Perfect. Saving the free pay to win rod for later? Nah, I'm using it. I'm using it. Expires in 27 days. I figure I better get started because it will definitely expire on me. We'll be able to run in the desert for the first time. This will be the first time I'm taking the horse to the desert. Wow. Okay, I'm going to run to the restroom, and then we'll get going on Pilaku. And I'll show you guys the Pilaku mechanic, though realistically, there isn't actually a Pilaku mechanic if you have DR. So, give me just a couple minutes here. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Hello. We have 4 billion silver. Can I level up my horse? Nope. 11.7% chance not to learn a skill. Not ideal. Let's see what we get. What you got? Did you learn one? Hind kick. Cool. Now it's a 17.8% chance not to learn a skill. That's awful. You guys know about farming? I know basically nothing about farming. I just collect. Avoid the red and purple AoEs to make sure you have knockdown resist on her, if I remember correctly. Actually, if you have 600 DR, the mechanic is there is no mechanic. Because the red and purple AoEs don't actually do any damage if you have enough DR. So there is no mechanic. Time to collect your farm? Okay, let's go collect the farm. But she's good for profit and Beth's for contribution. I think realistically, as far as a contribution standpoint, I think they're pretty similar. Magical mushroom harfias. Yeah, but how many times a day you got to do your farms? You know what I mean? Aren't those like a 4-hour turnaround or a 2-hour turnaround? That's so often. Kind of weird you put Trump on the farm. Never done an honest day of work, that man. Well, we're forcing him now. 2.5. That's so fast. 2.5 hours. You gotta flip your farms. I have a hard time doing it once a day. I gotta be honest. So my mushrooms are needed for different draft recipes. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. 25k leaves right now. Don't think it's enough for 420 contribution points. I have 17 leaves, and it's definitely not enough for me to get 420 contribution. Zero leaves there. Great. Magic seeds are only 2 plants a pot. Make sure you do the free 2 fence quests. Do the Ovia if you can. There's 2 free fences. I guess you're still like limited to a maximum of 10. You just save contribution or something. I know there's like daily quests in Olvia that are good for life scaling stuff, but that's all I know. I listened one time to a Teddy Twilight video, and I heard something about Olvia daily quests. And then I realized that life scaling probably isn't for me. And here we are. There's no grinding? Yeah. Forehead mobs. That's it. Still trying to buy a +10 master matchlock. One day. One day. Look at this horse. Ooh, let's do the other thing too. Let me get my... We'll get the ranger to Stonetail, whatever, what's it? To do the like horse capture daily. I know that I ain't making it myself. I think you can force enhance the whole way on the master matchlock, which is kind of interesting. What's the best way to do this? Do we well to Serendia? Probably well to Serendia and then walk. That'd be the closest. I think Madai would be farther away than Serendia. Force enhance matchlock and make it yourself pretty easily now. Content with grinding into a Kebi right now, so I don't mind waiting. Yeah, hunting is kind of cheeks anyway. You're not really missing anything. Hunting is like, if you play Guardian, hunting is like grinding, but worse. If you play Suck Ninja, you probably like hunting. You know what I mean? Just want a life skills guru or master. I do eventually want to get pretty high life skills. I'd like to maybe be ranked top 30 on a handful of them. That'd be cool. But I just have too much to work on, man. If I just focus my gear, eventually I'll have so much freaking money that I could just buy deck pre-owned and then start working on life skill stuff. And just to have that happen so much faster because I have all the extra life skill XP. Technically only needs sailing and bartering for master all life skills. Good luck, man. Look at this. An artisan 10 is in top 30. That's how slow bartering is. Master 3 sailing. Master 27 is the highest. Awful. This Dutch guild my friend was in for a long time that had a Master 20 barter guy. That's all that guy does. Oh, it's Talon. Which quest is the quest? I've never done the quest. Some guy up here have the quest? Is it this guy? Wapra? Okay, daily master, no worries for the prepared. Catch a wild horse and speak to Wapra. 6? Is there a weekly? Fly like the wind? Yep. Catch a wild horse. La Ramos pedal? Don't know what that is. 50 oral fernerts. Okay. You also do all these in Heidel, I'm pretty sure. Well, this lady, you see this lady here? She lives here now. Right next to this guy. His friends would just drink a lot of alcohol and barter on weekends? What the heck? Do I have rope on this guy? Sure don't. Ooh, you know what I also don't have is... Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. Now we'll be set up to capture an horse. Hopefully I can 2 birds, 1 horse it. But if I gotta catch 2 horses, it's not the end of the world, I guess. You know what's interesting? My spacebar does not work on the striker. Literally, my spacebar doesn't work on the striker. I can't jump. I can't hit accept. I don't know what it is about the striker specifically, but my spacebar literally doesn't do anything. And to jump, I have to put my weapons away, hold the right, and then left click. If you accidentally rebind it, I don't know how I would have done that. Yes, apparently, at some point. I don't know. Question mark. Why would jump not being bound to space make space not work at all in the video game? Weird. Maybe by space it actually means jump. And the key is tied to the action and not the key. because they use the same input in the code. If they use the same input in the code, then you could unbind jump and it would still work for the other ones because it's the input that counts. But in this case, it's the output of jump that activates the spacebar in that scenario. That's what that at no point you thought, well, maybe I should check my binds. I don't change them. I never change those things. There's no way I unbound it and knew about it. So it must have been like a clicking through stuff accidental kind of thing. I did get both those quests done with one horse too. That's perfect. And then we'll just eat this one. Nerf Striker, yeah. Striker's not even that good. He's just kind of okay. Trying to nerf him already? He didn't even do nothing. Do I care about these things? Probably not. Okay, you guys ready for the Pilaku mechanics? They're pretty simple. We have knockdown resists, gives me a total of 98% knockdown resist. And then you just walk up to the stick. Actually, we need to refresh our buffs. Let me repair as well while we're here. Get a new villa. Get a new boon. May as well throw a new food buff on there. We walk up to stick. We press lantern. Oh, and then we get the regular. Oh, they're already on there. Perfect. And then basically, if you have enough DR, the red and purple don't mean anything. But if you don't have enough DR, then you do have to actually avoid those. No temp drop rate buff? Yeah, I just buy the scrolls because it's easier for me. So that if I want to do more than one consecutive hour, I don't have to run back to the tent. I can just pop my inventory. It's kind of nice. If I get a deportee piece this hour and not like the 30-something previous hours, I'm going to be upset. Did 2 hours in a row last weekend, and I have not grinded since. So my plan, I don't know if I've talked about my plan with you guys, but my plan is to bounce between Pilaku and Sulfur until we get the map, or I guess until we finish one of the two. I've spent way more time at Pilaku because I'd like to finish one of the two, which will then allow me to bounce between Sulfur and Histria while I work on the compass. And then when we finish the map at Sulfur, or Piliku, or whatever, then we'll bounce between Histria and City of the Dead, probably, because I should have enough AP by then to do City of the Dead. I might not, but we should. I think that's how the maths. If I don't, then I guess I'll do... maybe I'll just do like Crypt until we get the outfit or something as a filler. And then we'll do City of the Dead in Histria. And then we'll do Tungrad in Histria. And then we'll do Darkseekers in Histria. And then we should have the outfit, the telescope, the map, and if we're not incredibly unlucky, the compass. And then from there, we just go ham on money, because until such a time as I can realistically solo Olins, I'm not going to go for the Merchant Ring. That is way giga back burner. And solo Olins is going to be dog water. Solons. Or Dolans, if I can find a friend. Or Trollins, if the friend that I find has another friend. You know. Or deck you 2 Olins with the 2 friends? That'd be crazy. That's some crazy requirements. But now I think I'm just saving up for my last armor piece. Those are going up in price, by the way. They are now over 50 billion silver. But they're still worth buying. The math's still maths. So we have probably 52 bill to go until that's done. And then we're doing Pendebo neck. And then Pendebo belt. Somewhere in there will be the offhand, probably before we even get the armor. We'll end up with the offhand to pen. What's over 50 bill silver? Try armors. Try Fallen God armors are over 50 bill now. Plus a 60 on you? Jeez. Expensive. This is what annoys me about Sulfur. Is like, why does my DR completely negate the entire freaking mechanic of Piliku? But DR doesn't seem to matter at Sulfur for the mechanic. I don't understand. Does user gotta ever hearing pop-ups people in your guild, or do you have it turned on for everyone? I have it turned on for everyone because if I don't, then when I get a map piece, I won't know where it came from. But if I get a map piece, one of those pops up for me. And then if I see that it came from a deportee, probably is a deportee piece, right? Or, well, definitely is a deportee piece. It's just a way to know what piece it is without going to the guy. Because we used to not have the guy. And that was the only way to know. Same thing with like the compass, right? You'll know if the piece comes from the Elton or from the Vodkin, and so on. Should I have it so it shows my drops at the top of the screen? It'll show that you got the piece, but it won't show you where it came from until you have the everyone drops. So it'll pop up, you got map of You know what I mean? But it doesn't show where, like what mob it came from. Got chaff for that, I guess. Does it work? Does it say where the stuff came from? In the chat box thing? I don't know. For sure it does. It didn't used to, so unless they changed it. I don't know. Soiled sisal. I'm so afraid to get another warder piece, man. That'd be awful. Awfully cool? Definitely not that. Awfully terrible. I'm definitely gonna have to try to nap before work, I think. Which is awful. So I probably won't go till the normal time today, but that should theoretically mean that I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully. I know if I don't sleep, then I'm pretty screwed for tomorrow. But if I nap, I should be okay. So let me think about what time I should call it. Time is it now? 8:30 or something? Probably soon, honestly. Otherwise, the amount of sleep I'm going to get is going to be freaking tragic. Maybe even like after this hour. Cheeky 3.5 hour stream. Thanks for my old screenshots. Can't find the video screenshot. Do find a lot of funny US names. It does show in chat. Odd. Lava Devourer. Rip. That's not the one you want. Huh. Got both the sulfur? Okay, okay. Safe. Mm-hmm. I like this spot because it's completely brain dead. Like there are no mechanics. You literally just swing your stick around. Things die. Same money as sulfur. Kind of nice. Like 50 hours at jail, 0 pieces, 220k paint, 0 pieces. Yeah, pretty unfortunate. The Dekia version is like many times worse than the normal version. But the Dekia version, you make some money, kind of. I sure the money was worse. Yeah, it's like, I think the average is $1 an hour. And you should make $1 an hour with yellow Agris if you don't get a Debo. So it was 1.9 an hour, jail was 1.4. Yeah, it's less than that now. Sulfur is 1.3 and Pila is 1 average. But they're both $1 if you don't get a Debo. They're pretty similar on that. But Sulfur, the Debos are a little bit more common. What's trash now you get there? I was getting about 36k hours Sulfur, 32k at jail. I don't actually use Agris at jail, so I don't know. But I do, I think 26 or 27 with no Agris. And Sulfur I get pretty similar, like 34k, 35k. But the reason it's so much worse is because there's hardly any deportees. Like this entire pack, there's 0 chance at a map. 0. Now this pack, there's 0 chance at a map again. So it has a lot of the map mobs. It's way less than just doing the regular version still. This one has 4 chances at 2 different map pieces, so 2 at one and 2 at the other. And in the time it took me to kill those 3 packs, I would have had 18 kills on deportees instead of 2. So if you want map, you better just do a normal, not Dekia. Yeah, by like many times. The issue, of course, is money. You make like exactly $0 doing regular. But I can kill at Sulfur. You get 1 2-car and 1 Devourer per spawn until you spawn a boss, and then you get 6. And that's so every 5 minutes you're getting like 12 2-cars every 5 minutes ish. But in 1 lap of regular Sulfur, you get 18, and that's about 90 seconds. So it is that much better. And the drop rate is the same. So I don't know why they don't just make pieces more common from these mobs so it's comparable to normal. You'd think that they would, right? They're harder to kill. They should have a higher drop rate, but they don't. It's identical. If anything, just make all of the mobs the freaking map piece mobs. You know what I mean? And like Pila is worse than Sulfur because at least Sulfur, every spawn, there's 1 of each. But at Pila Ku, most spawns don't have either. Like this whole spawn is nothing. And this whole spawn is nothing again. And this whole spawn is 1. 1 at deportee, 1 at warder. Like it's just so bad. It needs a rework. With that said, I have done, I think, 20 something hours of regular Pila, just hard targeting the freaking deportees. And that's how I got the Marty box. And no luck, of course. Classic. And of course, nothing at Sulfur. I started with Sulfur. Did a bunch of hours there, got nothing. Getting pretty unlucky. This might be, so far, it's my second unluckiest map. I'm hoping we don't break any records here. But with that said, in order to do history, I have to freaking get maids, so that's annoying. Remind me of which treasure do you have on UIM account? I have the map and the potions. And that's it. I did get a couple of Ash Forest Merchant pieces, but I threw them away. They were taking up inventory slots. And that's with, I think I'm like 640 gear score or something on that account. It's really bad. The fact that treasure pieces only drop from specific mobs in location is kind of stupid. Yeah. If it was just like the flat chance from all the mobs, then it really wouldn't matter the dispersal rate. Even if the flat chance was worse, like a lower percentage, it would still be a higher rate because you're killing way more of them. That'd probably be better. And you'd think like at Sulfur, you spawn the giant frickin' 2-car and the giant Devourer. You'd think that those would have a higher chance, but they don't either. It's so weird. Just make like 100 characters with identical gear, and every time one of them is full of trash, so it's a different character. Yeah. Like, I'm happy to grind there with a level 1 loot scroll and no Agris. I'm totally fine to do that. And then whenever I need to use Agris, I could just grind like Thornwood or something. But man, even to do that, I need a few maids. Because it's tight. It's tight with only 3. I could get a 4th one from Seasonal. Because I haven't claimed the 4th one of those yet, but I don't know why you can't take your horse inside these days. They said when they first launched Dechia Achman Histria, they said that they were going to allow you to bring your horse in there in the following update. And that was, what, 2 years ago? And what they did in the following update, instead of allowing you to bring your horse in there, is they had a 6+6 maid pack. What if it's as bad as Izarid because you need to horse stack it Highlands? You literally can't bring your horse into Histria. So you need to horse stack, but you literally can't because you can't have it in there. So you have to have maids or you cannot grind there. So it's worse than Izarid. Anywhere that you can stack your horse is better than History Achman. But I freaking love Dechia Histria. It is so cool. I freaking love it. It's my favorite Dechia place I've tried so far. And I've tried Histria, Pila, Sulfur, Thornwood, and Turos. And it's like easily my favorite one. Hello, Lavander. Good morning. Hey, a Sissel neck. Yay. 25 storage, 15 market maids. Can't keep up with Highlands. You could probably keep up with Histria if you use your maids every 20 minutes, because you can move 1,000 trash with one maid. Because it weighs 0.1. But there is no horse stacking. It's not a thing for Histria. But the frickin' giant Elton is so cool, and when you kill the giant Elton, he spawns like frickin' 30 regular Eltons, and it just fills your screen. It's so cool. Absolutely love the giant Elton. But like Histria already is like top 3 grind spots for me. And Histria might be number 1. I don't know. I have only done an hour there, but it might be number 1. It's so cool. Is it still 0.3 for some reason? Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Turos is also 0.3 in Dechia. I don't know why everything isn't just 0.1 at this point. Want to try out Cadre or Crescent deck at some point? Cadre is actually like sick money, like over 2 bill an hour average, I think, like 2.1. Crescent is kind of comparable with some of the other ones, a little bit higher though, like 1.6, 1.7. Last I looked. Another Sissel. Wow. But is it Dokebi good? Because Dokebi's 3 bill an hour for me? Yeah, it's not Dokebi good. Have you tried Tungrad Ruins? Because that's supposed to be really quite good. Or Dark Seekers, of course. I'd like to get to freaking Lava Frogs, man. Tungrad's 0.1 because you have to move around a lot. Other spots are all 0.3 because you either don't move much or the times you move are lower, like Dark Seekers. Heard it's stinky for Guardian. Yeah, you kind of have to move a lot at Tungrad. It's like pack to pack stuff, and you blow up the packs pretty fast. So I could see that. You know, it'd be so cool. Game is a deportee piece. That'd be so cool. Another Sisselnick. Wow. A deportee would be so cool, though. Is my freaking okay? My alchemy stone. I thought my alchemy stone died again. I've gone through so many of those things. I need my Veil order to fill, and then I can get 16 bill back. That'd be actually quite nice. It's like almost a third of an armor piece. Let's just make deck Sakraya and add Veil pity pieces to it. They are reworking Sakraya. That's part of their plan. They wanted to rework Star's End and Sakraya. So I think we'll see that before too much longer. Another month, maybe. It's not going to have Veil pieces to it, though, I'm sure. Scornful laughter of deportee. You see anything for Garmoth Heart? At one of the spots in Crune? The heck is a Crune? Another Sisselneck, wow. Duvenkroon. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, you do enough maneuvers to get the thing, you can get a guaranteed Garmoth out. Interesting. I wonder what boss they'd add it to, though, you know? Just weekly daily boss thing for Essential Gear piece is bad. Yeah, but it wasn't that long ago that like Vels just sat on the market. You know what I mean? And they were like 6 bill. They need to just do like an increased rate event or something. Cheeky little stim to the market. So let people grind for it. Yeah, they don't like doing that though. They like the time gated stuff. Bring back the Night Vendor Vel event. You know, I went to Night Vendor today and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll get some Caphra bundles or something. And it tried to sell me a freaking Sovereign Stone, like the base stone, for 545 mil. And they're on the market for 11 mil. And it's like, what the heck is this? And none of the Caphras were under 2.5 mil. Did you buy it? Heck no. None of the Caphras were under 2.5 mil, and I didn't get any Caphra bundles. And I like basically I spent all my energy and didn't even buy anything because it was all so bad. Or to the deal. Yeah. Then I'll sell that for 11 mil and net a 550 mil loss. That way, I pay less in tax at the end of the year because I can report a loss. Smile. Think time gated stuff is bad for a game? Yeah, it works though. Statistically speaking, it keeps people playing. If it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. So, same thing with pay to win, man. Didn't work, they wouldn't do it. Did Night Vendor when it gave Royal Fern Roots by like 3,000 in total? Man, we need another event. We need more events. I do appreciate the current event that's like basically solving my holy crap, I need 1,200 magical shards for Karazad's crisis because I've accidentally achieved like 1,000 magical shards already. But, you know, now we need them to do an event that fixes my Velheart issue and then do another event for honestly like a freaking forest path wagon so I can remove my order. What do you even need the wagon for at this point? Nothing. I guess to like justify going for the lantern. I don't know. I still have my order on it though, and one day it may fill. But the orders on the freaking Force Path wagon basically 10x'd with the Red Horse event. It like 10x'd them. It's so weird. Enjoyed the training event. just ended. Got 12 T10 taps out of it. Not bad. Not bad. That's something I'm going to be working on eventually. I'll start doing the dailies for the Fern Roots, and I'll need to buy a male Unicorn and a male Doom, and then we're good. Level them all up, of course. But it's kind of like a back burner thing. I really want to focus on gear first. Also, I'm not running the loot tracker because the loot tracker is down. They're having like their license expired or something, so they got to get a guy to renew it. I guess that's gonna happen on Tuesday or something. I don't know. Stream lagging or Twitch being a pain? It is stream. Classic. Mm-hmm. Don't touch my horse, boys. Mm-hmm. Okay, Internet, let's get going here, bud. Let's get going here, Mr. Internet. Okay, we should be fixed. It looks like we might be fixed. Hopefully smoother now. Just had a cheeky little blip there in my upload. It didn't like it. Two Caphras right there in that one little swing. Mm-hmm. I only dropped 6,545 frames. It's all good. Seems good. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Basically, my upload speed tanked down to 2K. And then it went all the way up to 22,000, which I know is BS because my maximum upload speed is not even 22,000. It's much less than that. And then it fixed. So I don't know, maybe a Twitch thing causing me to like They don't like receiving my signal sometimes, you know? Why don't you just start your own internet provider and provide 5,000 down and up to yourself? Is that the genius loophole of ISP? Like, you can become self-insured if you have enough money in a bank. Like, you just have to prove that you have $100,000 in your bank account and you could become quote-unquote self-insured. Just do that, but with internet. Become self-interneted. You just have to prove that you've uploaded more than like 6 trillion megabytes or something. And then you'll become self-interneted. I should probably like go figure out that fiber thing, because I did get a letter saying that they're looking for feedback on who wants fiber, and I definitely want fiber. If they're going to put it in, I definitely want it. Because my internet is dog water. And very expensive. 6,000 frames? You said 100-second timeout on Twitch? Basically. I don't know. Maybe they didn't like that I was looking for a deportee or something. Maybe they thought it was ice related, but actually it's just video game related. I don't know what to tell you, man. Gotta whip out some wires, start connecting them with a random router. Part for Explorer Compass. I really need like a 1+1 box or a 6+6 maids or something. Why are maids $12? That's insane. And I need like at least 10 to even kind of get by with a level 1 loot scroll. That's $120. Like, I'm good. I don't want to pay that. I don't even want to pay $60. They need some kind of deal on maids. Back to lagging? Frick, man.